This Saturday, there's several big fights over in America. One is Andy Lee against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. We'll be speaking to Andy Lee a bit earlier. That's down in Texas. But the other one's up in New Jersey. Now, in New Jersey, if anyone knows anything about the boxing there, they love a fight. Oh, yes, they do. And they love a Polish fighter. And Thomas Adamek there, well, I tell you what, he's like a lord. It's like Lord Adamek. They pack the place out for him. So anybody that travels to fight Adamek in his homeland, and I mean it's his homeland now, it's his adopted homeland in New Jersey, needs to be brave. He needs to be good. I know a man who is both brave and who's good and who's fearless and who's going in. It's a delight and pleasure to welcome to the show Philadelphia's Eddie Chambers. Eddie, good evening.
Hey, good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fantastic. Eddie, it's a brave move going to Adamek's basically backyard for such an important heavyweight fight.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is, but I mean, it's an opportunity, and an opportunity like this, you can't pass up no matter where the fight is. And I've always been one to say that I'll fight someone no matter whether it's in their house or backyard or wherever. You know what I mean? That's just the way I've been, and I've been successful in the majority of those fights anyway.
Now, this fight is, really, it's a sort of an eliminator to continue as a leading contender. Is that a fair assessment, Eddie? The winner of this is likely to get a crack at somebody's world title.
I think so. I think it's a very interesting matchup, one of the best ones that can be made in the heavyweight division. And on top of that, there's a lot at stake, and of course that would be a crack at a belt. And would love the opportunity for that. So therefore, and I'm sure Adamek would as well. So I think this is going to be a great matchup and in a very fan-friendly fight as well.
Yeah, no, I think it will be a fan-friendly. He's a fan-friendly type of fighter, and with a little bit extra on the line like the pair of you have got, knowing that down the line one of you gets a big fight. Now, we have a scene over here in Great Britain, Eddie. I've got Don Charles here on the sofa who trains Derek Del Boy Chisora. He's fighting David Haye. We've got the unbeaten, good-looking, good talker Tyson Fury. We've got our British champion, a bronze medalist from Beijing, David Price. We've got a young kid on it making his way up. He's only had a few fights called Dillian White. We've got a buzzing, throbbing scene over here. Is there any chance of seeing you over here sometime in the future, giving one of them a shot at you?
I'm sorry. It's extremely difficult. For some reason, the volume is really, really low.
I was just saying, Eddie, I was just saying that we've got lots of good heavyweights in Britain. David Haye, Derek Del Boy Chisora, David Price and Tyson Fury. Is there any chance you think that we might see you over here soon?
Oh, absolutely. I think that would be a great idea. You know what I mean? There is a fair amount of no more than a fair amount of top-level British fighters, and from what I'm hearing about the people who've traveled there, they really enjoyed the trips. You know what I mean? Not just the fights and everything. Obviously, the fights are great, but just the atmosphere of Britain is a great place to be. So I would definitely love to come and come over there and show what I have to offer to the British fans as well.
And Eddie, before I let you go, would you consider that your fight against Adamek to be a battle of the best two American-based heavyweights? Would you consider that?
I think that, it could be a fair assessment. You know what I mean? There's still others, obviously. Tony Thompson is getting his crack at the title again. I think he's one of the top guys as well. And there are some others who, are mentioned, you know what I mean? Of course, you hear of the Seth Mitchells and the Kevin Johnsons and, there's some of the other guys that are out there who are really, really viable contenders for that title. But I think with this fight in particular, you have the two most exciting, most, that's skill-wise, best two guys that you get out there, aside from, say, Tony Thompson and Kevin Johnson. So, yeah, pretty much, we are the guys.
You are the guys. Listen, Eddie, enjoy yourself on Saturday night, and hopefully we'll speak to you one day on my lovely sofa. Philadelphia's Fast, Eddie Chambers. Thanks very much, Eddie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eddie. Generally, we have a sort of hallelujah, as they say that. Thanks very much.